The T train continues their journey into Minnesota. We're staying at the Lebanon Hills Regional Park Campground. This is a Dakota County park system. It is just outside of Egan and Apple Valley. It has 3 different loops to it. Some are more primitive than others. And we'll go inside and take a look and show you what this park has to offer. Price point was about $50 a night, 2-night stay. Let's go check it out. Okay, once you've turned off the road to get into the park entrance, you can see there's some immediate parking that starts right there, and that's because there's a ton of trails to be had here at Lebanon Hills. Walking, biking, there's even equestrian trails. Your dumpsters for all 3 loops are going to be right there, and as you can see, there's a west loop, there's an east loop, and a north loop. North loop being tent camping with no utilities, which we'll take a quick look at one of those spots. We elected to unhook our car here where it says motor, home, stop, and unhook here. So they want you doing that right in there. There's a lot of people that come in here that are just enjoying the trails that are not necessarily staying here. The dumpsters right there, I believe, are for all 3 loops. See a lot of people taking their trash by vehicle. This is a roundabout. You're going to want to pay close attention to this on the way in and way out. And the dump stations are lined up against one side of this roundabout right here. Okay, there's a small pond that's leading with a couple of trails, a walking path to lead you to the office. And it's very gorgeous. Not massive, even though there's 3 loops. There's hardly anyone inside of the north loop. We elected to stay in the west loop. Okay, just right where you've come in and maybe unhooked if you have a motor coach. You can hook closer to the office if you have something smaller. Anyway, trails. They're going to go all around this lake. Trail system is massive. You're going to get some great scenery just outside of Minneapolis here at Lebanon Hills Regional Park. It's a part of the Dakota County Forever Wild Parks. And there's a good idea of the trail system. Okay, so I've seen a lot of people utilizing this, and I understand why. Okay, this is the office for all 3 loops, depending on which loop that you've chosen. This has a men's and women's restroom, showers, and also laundry in this building. There's a few snacks to be had, some ice cream treats, lots of information, very friendly staff, some overflow parking for you. And as you can see, all sorts of stuff is staying inside of here. Motor coaches, smaller units as well. These are nice big spots over here in this particular loop. This is the loop that we stayed in, which is going to be right close to the 10th loop as well. We actually had the last spot in our loop, but as you can see, these are full hookups here and nice big stretches of for parking for your unit and your car. You're going to get you a fire pit and a picnic table, and we absolutely love this park, and we'll see some more of what nature has to offer within the city. Okay, I do want to mention West Loop, 50 amp full hookups, and so you can see that there's most of this stuff is going to be back end sites, but there are pull-throughs to be had as well as we work our way down to this bathhouse down here. And the sites that are pull-throughs line the outer portion of the loop going into the north loop, which there's no utilities. And so very nice spacious sites. And well manicured, great to walk through, whether you're on the trails or not. The North Loop, with 0 utilities, starts at site 59, but these campsites are pretty cool. They're nice and big, and there you go. There's your fire pit picnic table. There's probably, I don't know, 40 of those. And as I mentioned, we got put right here at the end of the West Loop going into North Loop. I've seen hardly anyone down through here, but I imagine it gets a lot of play during holidays and in the summer, as right now it is still mid-May on our way to Wisconsin. So just to give you an idea of what the East Loop has to offer here at Lebanon Hills, this particular loop is going to be 30 amp only, and that's it. So you've got power. There are water. There's a water spigot that is available in this loop, as well as the North Loop if you need it. But you're getting a picnic table and a fire pit, and you just feel like that you're in even more woods outside of the city, which is great. Really a neat concept because it's like woods and lakes within a city. And so they've kept this as primitive as they can, and even more so in this loop. A couple of things to be had here, and we'll take a look at those next, but good sized sites. Less people in this loop because of the lack of the water and sewer. Do want to mention there are a couple of paved sites up here in the East Loop. They're noted as handicap, probably for sure footing purposes. But I did see at least 2 in this East Loop. Okay, in the middle of the East Loop, here at Lebanon Hills, is your bathhouse and kids rec area. Very nice setup. Very clean on the inside as well. The internet here in Egan/Apple Valley at the campground is not bad. We don't typically mention internet in videos because if it's bad, then I'll let you know. Otherwise, it works. So we're full-blown streaming. They do have some campground Wi-Fi, but we're using our own Wi-Fi, and phone signals are absolutely fine. Okay, 2-night stay. Mentioned full hookup, 50 amp. And as you can see, we're just right off the road that leads into the North Loop, which we just saw. But that's what they're putting people on the road in these pull-throughs. Utilities are way here in the back, and just FYI, so you're going to want to measure that correctly as far as your hoses and stuff go, and your shore cord. But it is a nice spot because you have this great hillside right here. Do allow dog fence. They do not want rugs on grass, so see, our rugs are not in the grass. They want to save said grass. Picnic table, fire pit, really good. Hope you liked it. Safe travels. Roll on T-Train.